I'ma make it. I'ma make it. Are you gon' make it or break it? Are you gon' make it or break it? I'ma make it. When times getting hard, I'ma make it. Like catch you off guard. I'ma make friends turn out fraud. I'ma make it. Really gotta go hard. I gotta make it. I can't stop, can't quit. I gotta make it. I gotta get it, get it, get it. Watch me make, no, they rather see it down. Watch me make it on top with the crown. Are you gon' make it or break it? Are you gon' make it or break it? I'ma make it. I'ma make it. Are you gon' make it or break it? Are you gon' make it or break it? I'ma make it. I'ma make it. I'ma make it.
You can see these punches are whiz. Oh,
I'ma make it.
what a right hand!
I gotta
you can
make
see these punches are whiz. Oh, what
I
a
gotta
right
make
hand!
Watch me make it. Watch me make it.
Yo, we are on another episode of Make It or Break It, and we are here with the pro champ himself. Introduce yourself, man, and tell them who you are and what you do.
Hey man, my name is Stanley, the Black Shogun, Wright. I'm a professional boxer, born and raised Charlotte, North Carolina.
That's what's up.
14-1, yeah.
14-1?
Yes, sir. 14-1.
Let's go, man. That's a big record, man. How hard is it to keep that record?
At this level, man, everything is pretty much 50-50, with the opponents I face. Right now, I'm in a position where the opposition is just as good as me, if not better, man. So now everything from my training to recovery to nutrition, it all plays a part in my ability to win, when I need to win. So it's just important that I do all of the small things right. Do all the small things right, then it'll lead to the big victories that I'm looking for sure.
So what's your weight class?
So right, I'm a heavyweight. I'm currently fighting at about 280 pounds.
Woo! That's what's up. No, how does that go? Like, what are the weight requirements for like heavyweight, mid? Like, how does that go?
So for heavyweight, as long as you are above 201 pounds, it doesn't have a roof. So as long as you're above 201, you consider it a heavyweight. Underneath heavyweight is cruiserweight, which is a max of 200. Then you have light heavy, which is 175. Super middle, 168. Middleweight, 160. Super welterweight is 154. Then welterweight, 147.
Okay. So for y'all that don't know, he just broke it down, you know what I'm saying? Now tell us about your upbringing in Charlotte. Like, what was that like?
Oh man, so born and raised in Charlotte, man. I was actually born on Madrid Street, just right off Catherine Simmons, man. And we moved to Delahaye Courts where I was raised, probably when I was maybe like 2 or 3 years old. And man, being raised in Delahaye I loved it, and I wouldn't change anything about it. At the time that I grew up, I was fortunate enough to have, like the big bros and the OGs in the neighborhood, right, along with my brothers and stuff that kept me out of trouble. You know what I mean? And I got into boxing at such a young age, maybe like 11 or 12.
Okay.
And just being there ever since, man. And just being able to share this journey with people I grew up with, it's rewarding for sure, man. It's rewarding, man, because people that know me since I was 12, and there I am now 34, still doing it, and making that dream come true that I had at a young age for sure.
That's what's up. So how did you get started with boxing? Like, how were you introduced with it?
Man, so growing up through LA course, man, and I think it was just a thing for kids to do. Everybody wanted to fight, right? Everybody just liked to fight. And I didn't know how to fight, right? And I remember at one point my twin, because I have a twin brother,
okay,
he had got cancer, man. And I think it was at this point where I was like, yo, I want to learn how to fight just in case, people trying to bully us or whatnot. And so my dad, he was around the boxing gym my whole life. He had been in the boxing game. He wasn't a professional fighter, but he had access to the gym. So I remember talking to him one day, and I just told him, hey, Pops, y'all want to learn how to box? And then it just went from there, man. It just went from there. And I boxed from about age 12 to 16 before I took a break and, decided to run track and play football and other things like that. And then I got back into boxing. I went pro in 2014 once I reconnected with my dad. And we just been rolling ever since.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So tell us kind of your experience in getting into the boxing world when you came back after you took your break.
Yeah.
And you say you were playing football and different stuff like that, and you were trying to probably figure out what you want to do.
Yeah.
How did you come back to the realization of, okay, I want to be a boxer?
Man, so, boxing was my first love. And I remember being in college, I was doing a football interview with one of my coaches, and he asked me, he said, what you gonna do, after you leave college? And I told him, I said, I want to be a professional boxer, right? And when I said it at that time, I really didn't know just the dynamics of doing it, how to go about it. But like I said, my dad had been in the game, so when I came home in 2012, my father was training his fighter that he was preparing to turn pro, have his professional debut. And then I did the same. I started helping my father, train this guy. And next thing I went pro as well. I went pro. So me and my buddy, his name was Marcel Walker, man. Me and him, we had our pro debut the same time in 2014. He was in Charlotte, North Carolina. And he was at the Epicenter. It was on a rooftop, which was so dope.
Oh, that's dope.
I always dreamed of having my, professional debut in my hometown, and it was such a dope venue. Just having everybody that I grew up with, from Delaware courts to freaking middle school, high school, to all shows and support me, man. That was pretty dope. So
Did you win?
I did, absolutely, man. That started my record, man.
How many rounds did you go?
I fought the whole 4 rounds.
Okay.
Yeah, I fought the whole 4 rounds. It was funny that the guy dropped me in the first round, and I was able to come back to win the whole fight.
Oh, that's what's up.
And then that started my winning streak, man. And I went 14-0 up until this past June, where I took my first loss.
And who was that with? Who was your first loss with?
My first loss was for the IBF USBA Championship. It was during Hall of Fame, the International Boxing Hall of Fame weekend up in New York, and I fought this guy named Brandon Moore.
Is that the tall white guy?
No, this was a black guy.
Okay.
6'6", black guy. The fight was scheduled for 10 rounds. But more so than him beating me, I truly beat myself more than he beat me. He did a smart move. He did a very smart move, which really robbed the fans and the fans of the International Boxing Hall of Fame weekend, because in order for the fight to count, it has to go past 4 rounds. He was winning on the scorecards. I knew that the only way I was gonna win this fight was to knock him out, but I let my ego get the best of me, and I was trying to go out there and just land some big shots. And I didn't follow the game plan that my team, that we had constantly went over in camp and everything.
Yeah.
So I dropped the ball on that end. But I got in there, he was winning on the scorecards. But as the rounds progressed, I knew that I was wearing him down. He was doing good and sticking to his game plan and keeping me off of him, using his long reach, throwing combinations. But I didn't respect his power, and I kept just walking forward, just trying to, bulldoze, And in the 3rd round, he was trying to get away from a punch, and he dipped it to my head, which caused the cut on this eye, which was about right here.
Yeah.
It wasn't a big cut. And mind you, the day before in the press conference, he was bragging about how he suffered this big cut against this one fighter. but the fight was declared a non-contest because it didn't go past 4 rounds. But he was bragging about how he suffered this big cut and he wanted to keep fighting, and how the promoter saw that hard, so that's why the promoter signed him. So when you suffer this cut, I didn't think nothing of it. It was in the 3rd round. 4th round came, we fought in the 4th round, and get to him. The 5th round came. The 5th round was my best round. It's where I started landing bigger shots and I was able to get more activity because he started slowing down. So I remember at one point, I had just landed a combination and somehow we had separated, right? And once we separated, he told the ref, and I heard him, he said, "Yo, ref, I can't see." And so it didn't dawn on me what was happening. You know, the ref called the timeout. I went to my corner. I'm getting my breath. I'm thinking like, all right, now I kept my breath a little bit, and we would go get back to, boxing. And so when he told the ref, "I can't see," the ref walks him over to the doctor. And then he tells the doctor, "Yo, I can't see." Well, the doctor said, "We got to stop the fight." And so then he tried to act like he all mad, right? And it's still not dawning on me what's happening until the ref says, "Well, we got to go to a technical decision." So when the ref said we got to go to a technical decision, that's when I heard the entire crowd start going. I saw an entire section leave. And now, because it went to a technical decision because of the headbutt, now he's going to win because it went to the scorecards and it went past 4 rounds. So he pulled a smart move. He got the win and made it into the 5th round, so the fight counts now. And because he was up on the scorecards, he was able to retain his belt.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was.
That's crazy. So it's like he had to stop, but they still gave him the fight.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. So it was a lesson learned, man. Moving forward, I just gotta be, smarter.
Yeah.
Definitely, what it taught me was to definitely listen to the game plan. Listen to the coach, listen to the corner, and be patient. Work on everything that we work on in camp.
Yeah.
And the results could have been different. But lesson learned for sure, man.
Back. So what would you say make it or break it means to you?
Man, I'm gonna be honest, man. To be able to fight at the level that I fought at, and that God has blessed me to continue to fight at, man, I already feel like I made it. I honestly feel like God doesn't have to do anything else for me, that He's done already. Just coming to the realization, right, of what He did. When Jesus died for our sins, man, and just understanding that He gave me the gift of fighting, and I can do. I can do my responsibility in spreading the gospel, bringing people closer to Jesus through boxing, man. And so at this point, for me, honestly, it's really not about winning or losing these fights, but what it is about, it's about going out there and giving my absolute best, performing my absolute best, so that way I honor God, and also, put on the show for the people, because I want to please the people, man. I always tell people that boxing is the modern day gladiator arena, right? And we, we live to fight, for the entertainment of the people. And so all that it really means to me is going out, giving my best performance, so that the people are pleased and that I honor God with my performance and just do my absolute best, man. So that's all I'm looking forward to doing.
So, to somebody trying to get into this industry or trying to be a pro boxer, and maybe it's not going how they thought it was going, or it's not as easy as they thought, what advice would you give them as far as like not quitting?
Man, the thing about boxing and the thing about our journeys, right? All of our journeys will be different. All of our journeys will be different, and some will be harder than others. But the thing is, if you truly, want to be a boxer and you love the sport of boxing, and you just gotta train hard, man. You gotta train hard. And sometimes you gonna get put in the fire, from your very first fight. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, boxing is one sport where you can't cheat the grind, right? As long as you put the work in, it's gonna pay off. And don't really be so caught up on winning or losing. Just go out there and just fight your heart out and fight good, man. And if the people love you, you'll be back. You'll always be back. So just stay disciplined, stay committed, be resilient, man, and just train as hard as you can. That's it.
So tell us, how did you get into St. Michael's boxing camp?
Man, so at one point of my boxing career, believe it or not, I was about to give it up, man, just because of just the local, the politics and just the bad business, man. Boxing is a dirty sport for sure. and you got to get around people that you trust. You really have to be around people that you trust, man. And Mike Engler is the reason why I stepped back into the ring. He is the reason why I got back into boxing, man, and it's because of him, you know, that I'm at where I'm at right now. Also, with that being said, Mike Engler and my brother Arhan Castillo, who is currently a undefeated heavyweight, 3-0, 6'4", 345, man. When he came down here from Texas last summer, man, I've been locked in with him ever since. And him and Mike, especially Arhan, has took my confidence and my skill level to a whole nother level, right? And that's where the beginning of this year, when I was 13-0, I took my very first step up fight when I fought an undefeated fighter down in Florida, where they gave me a 7% chance of winning, and I shot the whole world and beat that undefeated fighter and became 14-0, man. And then the opportunities and the doors, they just been opening from there. So
That's what's up.
yeah.
He might think he's trying to sell that shit. But look at a kickboxer, he spars the whole he spars the whole department to do everybody for 30 rounds a day.
Took in like 5 seconds. Jiu-jitsu power.
kind of walk us through your training day, like when you come in and when you train to be the type of boxer you are, like what does that consist of?
Man, listen, so when I'm not in here, and I also walk into what I did this morning, but I'm gonna give you an example of what I did yesterday. So I wasn't in the boxing gym yesterday. I was at a regular gym. I was at a Crunch Fitness, and as soon as I got there, first thing I did, I sat in the sauna for about 30 45 minutes. I sat outside there for 45 minutes. Then I went to a spiritual conditioning session that was for about an hour and a half. After that, I got on the treadmill for an hour. After the treadmill, I did an hour of boxing on the heavy bag. So as you see, that was like a 3-4 hour.
I was about to say that sounds like 4-5 hours right there.
Yeah, 4-5 hour training session, man. And then went home, went to sleep. I got up this morning, I went back to Crunch to get back in the sauna. Then I did a real light strength training. Then I went back in the sauna. And then I came here where we about to do some sparring today. We'll do some sparring. After sparring, I'm gonna do some heavy bag work. I'm gonna do some mid work, and I'm gonna get on the rear runner for maybe like 5 rounds, man. And that's gonna round out this training session. And then sometime in the afternoon, I'm gonna go back to the gym, and get some more cardio in, man. So
is this like an everyday thing? Do you have any days off or what?
Man, truly, my only days off is the days that I work. Because sometimes I can't hit the gym every day when I work because I be so tired from working 12 hours.
What kind of work you do?
So I'm a deputy sheriff here, too. Deputy sheriff here in Mecklenburg County, where I was born and raised at, man. So, when everybody see me, everybody know me to be a boxer, and a deputy sheriff, which is pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
And, I enjoy it. I love it to be able to serve my community, to be able to be myself, behind that uniform. Because when people see me, they know exactly who I am, Especially when they see me in public and they call me by my middle name,
Yeah.
Who I'm faking, man. So it's always love seeing people and help people serve people, man, for sure.
Tell the people what they can expect to see from you in the future.
Man, listen, just expect to see me, some big opportunities, bigger fight cards, man. These opportunities, they coming left and right. It's to get some high opposition, some more undefeated fighters, who are signed to the big time promoters who get to fight full time, who get to really live boxing. And meanwhile, me, right, as I just told you not too long ago about how our journeys are different than others, some are harder than others, I'm not a 4-time fighter, I'm a 5-time fighter. So now, with that being said, I have to train that much harder, So I just enjoy the journey, man. I'm grateful for the journey. I'm ready to continue training and to put on the best show that I can put on for the people, man. And I'm also currently fighting in the TCL, which is the Team Combat League, which is a new design for boxing where professional boxers come and compete on the team where you fight in 24 rounds, and each round is a different fighter, man. And then the team with the most points at the end wins the entire matchup. And it's a pretty cool concept. It keeps you training. It's usually ran from April to about August. And it keeps you busy. It keeps you training during that time, man. So I was lucky to get the opportunity to compete in that. And we're looking forward to my team. I'm fighting for the New York City Attitude, and we are fighting August 15th in Philadelphia against the Las Vegas Hustle in the semifinals, where the winner goes on to fight in the championship August 31st, man. So that's what I'm here getting prepared for, getting ready for that.
And what's your next single fight after that?
My next single fight after that, I don't have nothing lined up right now. Well, I'm predicted sometime in November or December. Close out the year with one more fight, man. So looking forward to that. What
would you say your ultimate goal for yourself is in this field?
Man, boxing, man. My ultimate goal is to be a world champion. Man. And this goes for anybody. This goes for everybody. Always dream big. Don't settle for just getting there. My ultimate goal is to be a world champion. unified, undisputed world champion, man. And you know, just go down in the history books. That's one of the best heavyweights in the game.
Well, you on your way, man. You 14-1, so you know what I'm saying? Who, if anybody,
Yeah.
have you had your eyes on that you want to fight or you want to call out or want the opportunity to match up with?
Man, you know, it's the world champions, man. They have what I want, right? And that's where I want to be. And so that's what I'm training for. You know, I know I have a ways before I get there, but every day I step in the gym, I'm preparing myself to fight the champion, right?
Yeah.
And in doing that, I'm making sure I'm preparing to the best of my ability, you know. So when that opportunity comes, I'm ready for it, you know.
Yeah. If you had one person though right now that you say, hey, you know what, I'm working my way up, I want to see him in the ring, who would it be?
Man, the top dog right now in the heavyweight boxing, the king of the heavyweight division is Houston, right? And that is my favorite fighter, right?
Okay.
And to be able to share the ring with him, to fight against him, to take, you know, his belts, take those championships, that'll be a dream matchup, you know. And so that's what I'm preparing for, you know.
That's what's up, man. So tell the people who you are and what they watching right now.
So this is Make It or Break It. And you here watching Stanley, the Black Shogun Wright, 14-1 heavyweight, currently ranked 25 in the United States. And just looking to make it or break it. Keep this thing rolling.
That's what's up.
Right. And you want one more? Or are you out? What's that?
Hey, y'all see it? And you're putting that work in. Hey, go after your dreams, baby. See y'all later.
I'ma make. Are you gonna make it or break it? Are you gonna make it or break it? I'ma make. Are you gonna make it or break it? Are you gonna make it or break it? I'ma make when times getting hard. I'ma make like catch you off guard. I'ma make friends turn out fraud. I'ma make really gotta go hard. I gotta make, I can't stop, can't quit. I gotta make, I gotta get it. Watch me make, no they rather see it down. Watch me make it on top with the crown. Are you gonna make it or break it? Are you gonna make it or break it? I'ma make it.